Boom! And welcome to episode 2, where we ask ourselves the question, what should we invest in when we want to invest in the crypto space? Now, let's have a look at this. This is TradingView up here, wherever. And this is the desktop app. You don't need the desktop app. It's also on the web. Let me just get rid of all the things that we don't really need. Let's just get rid of this, and then we zoom out a little more because we're more interested in the longer time frames, and then we just want to have an area chart. Yeah, that looks good. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Bitcoin chart, price chart. Now, you can see the previous bubble was in December of 2017, and we are now somewhere here in January 2021. Just so you have seen this, we're gonna talk about price later, but let's have a look at what other projects there are, because crypto is not just Bitcoin. There are other coins, for instance, Ethereum, which looks similar, excuse the drawings that I put in there, but then there are even smaller coins like Chainlink, where we don't have as much data. So first things first, if you've never invested in the crypto space before, then I would personally recommend that you stay with Bitcoin, or at least keep Bitcoin as your main coin in your portfolio. And I would actually suggest that for anyone, doesn't matter how long they've been in the space, Bitcoin should always be the biggest part of your portfolio. Why do I say that? Well, because Bitcoin is our money, or at least our store of value, and it's been around for quite a long time now, so it's established itself in this space. Quite a long time, being 10 years, which is not that long of a time if you know what I mean. But when it comes to crypto, Bitcoin definitely is the most established one. So with Bitcoin lies the lowest risk. In traditional investments, the stock market has higher risk than other stuff, but then the crypto market has even higher risk than the stock market. You just need to be aware of that. What do I mean with higher risk? Well, it's a lot more volatile. We can have things like 15 to 20% drops on a single day. This is normal for the crypto market. So crypto definitely comes with higher risk as compared to traditional investments. But on the plus side, with higher risk, we get higher gains. I mean, from where I started investing to where we are now, we're up a good 200%. Try getting that in traditional investments. Point is, it's always a risk versus reward. And you need to know how much risk you're willing to take. Crypto is not for everyone. If you don't have a relatively high risk tolerance, I would not recommend that you move into the crypto space, at least not with a significant amount of your portfolio. Then we can continue this risk reward thought on other coins. Now, Bitcoin, I mentioned, is the safest bet in the crypto market. Second biggest is Ethereum. Ethereum is still newer, and there are a lot of applications being built on Ethereum. So that's a layer 2. I don't even want to get too technical here, but basically Bitcoin is the money, Ethereum is where the applications are built on. Really super simplified now. Ethereum is more volatile than Bitcoin, as you can see in the daily change here as compared to here. That is a significant difference. It is more volatile, it goes up and down more, so the risk is higher that you lose money with it, but also the potential that you gain more is higher with it. Bitcoin and Ethereum I judge to be somewhat safe bets at the moment. Then after that, there are a lot of so-called altcoins where the gains are even higher, look at Chainlink. Or if we go even more crazy, look at Aave, what they did in the past. ADA. There are other crypto projects that you could be investing in, but my recommendation is always, if you're just starting out and you don't have the time to read up on those projects and actually figure out what they are doing, what the coins are good for, I would recommend to stay with Bitcoin and maybe a little bit Ethereum. So maybe 80-20, 70-30 would be a good split between the big two. That would be my recommendation for anyone who is new in the space, who just wants to invest. Fun fact, you don't need to buy a full coin, especially with Bitcoin. With it being up there on 31,000, you don't need to buy an entire Bitcoin. You can buy fractions of it. You don't need to hold the full coin. That's a common misconception that people actually have. You don't need to buy a full Bitcoin if you can't afford it. You can buy 10 years worth of Bitcoin if you want to. You can buy fractions of a Bitcoin, so-called Satoshis. Okay, now that we've decided on which coins we want to buy, we need to ask ourselves the question, when is a good time to buy? That's probably the most asked question. When should I buy? And we're going to talk about that in the next episode. See you there.